Hey guys, in today's video, we'll just be proving how bad Ziggy is with just some things that's not making him trash, and already he's an F tier brawler. Usually, Supercell releases OP brawlers. Examples are Juju, Finks, Meatball, I guess, was kind of bad. Other than that, I don't think there were any bad releases. There was Clancy, there was Surge, there was Rosa, there was Jackie. They were all so OP. Well, this guy does 1,760 damage. His health is low. It takes him like a second to reload all of his attacks, which is so trash. That's already 30 reasons he's trash. And his super. It might look like, oh my god, that has such a big of a radius, it's going to be broken. It does an okay amount of damage, and all your opponents have to do is just step out. Yes, I guess it could do an easy 5,000 damage, but I just wouldn't say it's broken. It would be broken if it was on a different brawler, but it's on a brawler like Ziggy, it's not broken. His attacks do hit through walls like in a manner like that. Another problem about his attacks are it just takes it so long for it to land. All you have to do is just dodge a little bit and it won't hit you. Well, these bots can't move, real players can, and the only way I'm going to be able to show Ziggy is going to be in mirror, because of course no one else has Ziggy unless you pay to win, because they did have that system back for some reason, the Supercell stopped. His first gadget is Ziggy. The nearest enemy hits an enemy with a lightning strike every second for 5 seconds. These attacks cost no armor ammo. You might think this is good, but it literally never hits. All they have to do is move, just like his attack. The next lightning also teleports Ziggy to the next location. It could be good, but it depends. Like, are they one shot or not? Brawlers damaged by Ziggy's super are slowed by 20% for 1 second. It's probably going to be a longer length, just the length of how long they're in that super vicinity. Both of his star powers are pretty good, but they're not enough to make him a better brawler, because they both only affect his super, which are both already pretty good. Or his super is already good. Hitting with a lightning strike increases the damage of the next main attack by 18%. That was 20% earlier. They did decrease it by 2%. That's because they did buff his damage. His damage used to be 1,500. He also gave him a health buff, which I think he definitely needs. Just give him 5,600 health. Is this even him at his max? And we'll just be showing him a little bit in the mirror game mode to see if he can work well against other Ziggies, or just overall as in showdown. And we'll see if we can run into problems or do some tests throughout this. Well, now I guess you can see you have to kind of predict your shots about where your opponents are gonna walk. But even that, they're gonna see, oh, it's about to go there, I'm just gonna turn to the other side, because these are just bot lobbies. This is the first few mirror game modes are just bots. And see, now all he has to do is just move to the side, and I'll move to the other side. Whoever does the first rapid fire shots, well, they win. And it doesn't make sense how Ziggy's kit is, because like he acts like he's so cool, but he's not even that good. Like, he's the most worst brawler right now. Like, as you can see, that these are all bot lobbies, and I'm still losing. Now, even in my last video, I did get a comment that it's a skill issue. I don't think it's a skill issue, okay? I don't think it's a skill issue. Also, I did notice it's 1,700 up there, and it's 1,500 on there, so I don't understand which one's the max level Ziggy. We will be playing a different game mode where we will know how much the max level Ziggy has. So just remember 5,040. And I'm just thinking some patch notes, if they ever had a patch note about if Ziggy got buffed or nerfed after he got released. Because his buff was also a secret buff. Like, no, they didn't directly stated in the patch notes, as you can see, because the last patch notes was in September 28th when Nina's star power that heals wasn't working. But yeah, I think even with cubes he's not going to be good, but we will try to get some cubes to make it see how much he has potential. Like, if he has like 20 cubes, will you actually have a chance of being good? Like, if you push him with him, I still think he could be a good brawler if you push him. If you use his teleportation, guys, you just teleport to a different bush. Just you have to make sure that those bushes are also safe, and it's not an Edgar, because an Edgar is just gonna jump you. The gadget will just take so long to teleport. You'll already be probably dead by that duration of time. and you want to make sure no one's even close to the vicinity, unless you want to use it as like, oh, they're one shot, let's just get a kill. Even that, you can't use that against short ranges. And you might think, oh wait, he can counter at least one brawler, he can't counter a single brawler, is the problem. There's not a single brawler he can counter. And that's the bad thing about him. Let's just check his super again. So we have 8 kills this time. So we can just see a little bit more of his potential, like how much damage should he have. I think even if they made him do 3,000 damage, he'd still be okay. Like, okay, 2,851 damage. If they still made him do that much, I think he'd still be good. Okay. 2,500 will be good. I think that's gonna be balanced. I think they could make it like that. Be a huge buff, but I'd still think it'll be okay. Let's just compare. Power level. Let's just see brawlers who have more damage than him that are lower level. More damage. More damage than Ziggy. Almost more damage, at least than the level I was using. Not more damage. Not more damage on critical hit. Always more damage because it's 37%. More damage, especially on the outer ranges. That's gonna be cooking. Less damage. Actually, that could be more. More damage. Less damage, but if his rage bar is full, more damage. Less damage, but if he stays on the opponent's, will do more damage. Less damage, but if the rings will do more damage. Chester, less damage. That's surprising. No, Chester, more damage if he hits all his shots. Tick, more damage if he hits all his shots. Daryl, if he hits all his shots, more damage. Gus, less damage. Ollie, less damage. Shelly, less damage. More damage. This is level 3, by the way. It's the same amount of damage almost. More damage. Less damage. I'm comparing Ziggy to level 2s and level 3s and stuff like that. This is not fair. More damage if you have the max thing. More damage if all projectiles hit. More damage if they stay on there. Almost more damage. More damage. This is the level 1 8-bit. More damage if it's at max distance. More damage. Pipe this spam. On second shot beat is more damage. Less damage, less damage, less damage, more damage if it's fully charged. Less damage, less damage, less damage, less damage, less damage, more damage. That's surprising. I'm gonna guess it is Leon. Less damage. Let's see. Less damage, less damage. This is probably gonna be a lot of less damage. Less damage, less damage, less damage, as much damage, less damage. What this form will do more. Less damage, Chuck does more, Mika less, Clancy less, Mo less, Finks less, Crow less, and Kaze, it says the wrong damage, but I know it does more. But that's just proving just all the brawlers that they almost do more damage. I did skip like a couple, but still, Ziggy should not be this trash. Like, just respect him, bro. Even when he does get buffed, if he does get buffed, his name's already so on the dirt. Like, he does have drip. Like, his wand, it looks so cool. When he was going to release, everyone thought he was going to be like the coolest brawler there is. But now, let's skip to the part where we play Mega Pick. Because this is where it has max level and we get to pick his gadgets and star powers. And actually test them in the game to see if they're better, they make him a lot better, or just the same, just 5% better. We want to spam that button. We'll be using the electric shuffle, which is the one that like automatically does 3 attacks, and opponents are slowed. Like, and we'll be seeing his full health if it's actually 5,040, because that's actually really bad. Like, it should at least have colds. Yeah, 6,000. So that wasn't max level. That makes sense. So this reform does do 1,700. Which I don't think couldn't, I think it was. I don't know. So 1,760 damage, so I was set it on earlier. And let's just use this again. See, now it did hit 2 shots there, but the reason for that was because it was AFK. And like that, Daryl could just sneak from the bushes and one shot. Bushes are almost Ziggy's best enemy, or best friend and worst enemy. As you can see, that was a little far, so we can get a nipple, but they just ran away. Like, they don't even gotta do nothing. I did have to slow, and I did see a little bit of them getting slowed, because it was like they were on the tip of the super. So it wasn't like too major of a slow, but I was in the middle or towards the end of the video, please like and subscribe. It shows a lot of support. You could hit 100 subscribers, which might not seem like a lot to y'all, but it's a lot to me because it's like 100 people saying wow. And I usually say it to the middle towards the end of the video because then you know if you love my videos or if you dislike my videos. And please openly comment. I do always respond to them unless I'm at school, and then I will usually respond. Easy, like, yeah, I can see it's slow. You can use it in a way where Ziggy is a good support. But the thing is, he's not supposed to be a support. He's a controller. I'm putting it out. He's not controlling nothing. We just showed the main part of it, just showcasing the star power and stuff. We did win that round somehow, and we got that box showcase. We got the best emote, and yeah. This is also on LeBron James, which is an account where I don't want to waste my I could waste my mega pick. I'll just take one for the team. We'll be using the more damage one, and now you can see me, which teleports Ziggy. I still don't think this is gonna be too much better. I do say this is the better comp, and this is the best comp you can do for Ziggy, because the other comp is just bad. Like, I guess if you want to do a full attack mode, there's a way where you can versatile. This is a good map for him, I will say. This is not the worst map. Like, he does use walls to his advantage and his high amount of length of damage. I know how you can make him a bad guard. Alright, so that's the critical. We didn't see how much it does. Let me, if I die, I'll tell you guys how you do it. Critical does like 2,000 damage, which I guess for Ziggy levels is a lot, and Kit does 2,000 damage. And the thing about Kit is his shots instantly hit the rapid fire and they reload fast. So, well, Ziggy does 2,000 and like 50 damage. He has not slow reload speed. He does not have rapid fire shots. He has nothing going for him to be compared as Kit. So Ziggy, what's he gonna do? His attacks instantly hit the ground. They do at least 2,500 damage. His health gets buffed to at least 6,000 or maybe even 7,000, 6,000. Man, they buff his star power back to how much it was, or maybe even they decrease it because now his attacks do 2,500. But they could decrease it to 15% and see if it furthermore should be decreased. That's, I think, what they need. The super is okay. It doesn't need any buffs or stats. They could make Ziggy I don't think there's anything else they could rework. That's it. And that was the worst gadget. I forgot I was using that gadget. I was like, oh wait, that one took so much damage to them. I was in the worst play ever. Though you could use it like if Kenji was one shot, that would actually be worth it for a good shot. And he didn't need mobility because he's Carl was kind of cooking last round, which did make him a little aggravated. But yeah, I mean, he's not him. He is a flirt if you know about his origin story. But thanks for watching the video. We lost his trash. Ziggy's trash, and if you agree with me, please like and subscribe. And why is he so bad?